We've had a little debate on the 5 for a little while, and there's one member of our panel who says that the federal government absolutely has the power to do this, and it's written in Supreme Court law precedent. But you're saying otherwise. Maybe you can help explain it to me so I can do better on the 5 tonight.
Well, I'm happy to help. But yeah, I mean, this action by OSHA here is unprecedented. It's breathtaking. It's unconstitutional. It's unlawful. It's unwise. There's simply no authority in the Constitution at all for this kind of authority by OSHA. The federal government is supposed to be a government of limited powers. The states came together and gave them limited powers. Securing the border happens to be one of them, but requiring the vaccination of nearly 100 million Americans isn't one of them. There's no statutory authority for this. And I think it's important to take a step back. Is this the kind of country, I mean, we've been the freest country in the history of the world. Once you cede this kind of authority to the federal government, you never see it come back. I mean, these petty tyrants you see right now across the country, whether it's the forced masking or these vaccine mandates, are hell-bent on power and control, which is what this is about. So the federal government has no authority whatsoever to do this, which is why we filed this lawsuit. So Missouri's leading an 11-state coalition. There's other circuits, the 5th, 6th, 7th. We're in the 8th. There's the 11th. So you're going to see a lot of momentum this week on this issue because the 5th Circuit ruled over the weekend, but there's still more to play out this week.
So we have a map here of the 11 states that are joining you in this suit. And then Kansas, which is not on the list, or is it on the list? I can't see. No, it's not. This is what the governor said, that while I appreciate the intention to keep people safe, a goal I share, I don't believe this directive is the correct or most effective solution for Kansas. States have been leading the fight against COVID-19 from the start of the pandemic. It is too late to impose a federal standard now that we have already developed systems and strategies that are tailored for our specific needs. So even for states that are not necessarily joining your lawsuit, they are making the point that we have this under control, federal government. Leave us alone?
Well, I mean, look, the federal government has no authority, and I think this is a very important concept. If the idea is that just because Joe Biden wants to do something, or just because people want Joe Biden to do something, with a stroke of his pen, whether it's executive action, can do whatever he wants, I mean, we're a country of laws, right? And the rule of law is very, very important, and I think that's why this fight is so central. It's about, fundamentally who we are as America. America's been a free place where people can make these decisions. OSHA has no authority. OSHA is supposed to be, there's a shower next to when you're dealing with chemicals, or a forklift is backing up, it's supposed to be beeping. It's not in charge of, forcing people to inject things into their body. It's well beyond their scope. The federal government and OSHA has no authority here, which again, why these lawsuits are so important. And this is going to move quickly, Dana. I mean, you've got deadlines coming up. We're certainly asking in the 8th Circuit. We're filing a motion today for expedited review. It's just very important for people to know what's going on here.
But so help everyone understand that. So you asked for expedited review. One appeals court has already ruled. Then, so what's the next step? Because we're looking at a January 4th deadline.
Yeah. So in the 5th Circuit, the Department of Justice has to file their briefing today. Then there's a response tomorrow. Our expedited review in the 8th Circuit, similar track. And I think what's going to happen is no matter which way that goes, there'll be a petition with the Supreme Court, essentially, to rule on that stay. So while it's stayed, while it's not in effect, essentially, there'll be an argument on the merits. And it'll be probably some big consolidation or one circuit is picked. But ultimately, this is such a big issue. And it affects so many people. We're very hopeful the Supreme Court will take it up. And again, rule favorably because there's no authority. There's no case law to support the federal government doing something like this.
Right.
I think people are tired of it. They're tired of being told what to do. They want their country back, and this is a big part of that.
Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmitt, always good to have you, and thanks for explaining to me. I'll see how I do tonight on the 5. Thank you.
Good luck.
It's like early homework, isn't it?